engagement. Let's put our hands together. A big round of applause to our very own Cordilleras Pride DBM Undersecretary Janet Abuel.
Thank you, Director Helen. Hi! Hello! It feels so nice to be home. My colleagues from national government agencies, of course, the regional line agencies, the GOCCs and other offices that are here. Of course, our local government units, with our honorable mayors and other local officials who are present here, our barangay officials, my partners in the participatory governance cluster, the DILG, the PCOO, of course our other speakers who will be presenting later on, the civil society organizations, of course including our senior citizens who are here, people's organizations, the academe and our beloved students, business sector, our media partners, development partners, fellow Cordillerans. I'd like to think po Cordilleran ako, although hindi po talaga ako. Ayoko pong i-claim. But hindi po roots. Hindi ko po roots ang Baguio, but my heart belongs to Baguio and the Cordillera. It is more than the roots po. Of course, fellow Filipinos who are here today, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Naimbag na aldaw tayo amin. It is my honor to join you here today in the Cordillera Administrative Region leg of the Dagyaw. Open Government and Participatory Governance Regional Town Hall Meetings. As mentioned earlier, this is our 14th leg of the Dagyaw, and we now just have 2 more regions to go to as we continue with our active drive to bring national government closer to our citizens. The crux of governance has led us all here today. The premise that the government and all of us public servants exist for and because of our people. Recognizing the importance of putting people first at the heart of any government undertaking, the President created the Participatory Governance Cluster, or the PGC, through Executive Order Number 24 issued in 2017. He tasked the PGC to enhance citizen engagement in governance, to feel the pulse of the masses, listen to their sentiments, and facilitate government response. Kung kaya naman po alinsunod sa aming mandato sa PGC, ay aming inilunsad ang programang Dagyaw. Led by the PGC through the DBM, the DILG, and the PCOO, the Dagyaw has threefold purpose. First, as a venue for us in the government to communicate the good governance reform of the Duterte administration. Second, as a platform for regional stakeholders to clarify and raise local concerns through direct interfacing and discussion of potential collaboration with senior government officials. And third, for our citizens to access a one-stop shop of frontline government services and national programs at the regional levels. So you might notice po, marami po tayo dito mga tables with various government agencies and offices where you can raise your concerns or ask questions about the programs and projects that we have. Putting emphasis on the value of unity and togetherness, we envision Dagyaw to be one of our national government's main campaigns to promote a productive and sincere engagement with the Filipino people. Through this open government and participatory governance regional town hall sessions, we have established a mechanism where regular citizens are given an opportunity to interface and talk about local issues with high-level government officials. Last year, we were able to hold 6 regional dialogues attended by cabinet secretaries and senior officials from 21 government agencies. Local issues on housing, health, education, agriculture, and energy were raised, and government officials from the various agencies such as the DepEd, Commission on Higher Education, Department of Health, National Housing Authority, were there to present and answer the issues and concerns raised by the local groups. Ultimately, legitimate issues, concerns, and suggestions are considered in the implementation of our programs and projects or the formulation of the policies of the agencies concerned. So today, as mentioned, we encourage you to ask questions, to raise your concerns. Of course, we do not expect to answer everything, although we will try to do that. However, the most important thing is we are able to hear what you have to say and consider those that we know would be able to help us deliver better public service. For this year, to achieve our goal of having more responsive and relevant government programs, the participatory governance cluster aims to reach more sectors in all our 16 regions, so we can facilitate more meaningful exchanges to address important or persistent local issues and concerns. We conducted a survey of the most in-demand local issues and invited national government officials concerned to these town hall meetings in each region. Emerging regional issues in these public dialogues revolve mostly around the Universal Healthcare Act, the Rice Tarification Act, the Build program of the government, tourism, and business and economy. Today in Baguio City, we are going to address issues on environment, disaster risk reduction, tourism, and the Build program of the government. Now, midway through the term of President Duterte, we have achieved key milestones in our journey to create more spaces for public dialogue and response, provide adequate resources for, and build capacities to change the way that business is done in government. The government pushed transparency to its peak through the Freedom of Information Program, where more than 14,109 requests from the public were posted. Based on the data from the EFOI portal, we found out that the people clamor for information about the national budget, health programs, infrastructure, traffic, poverty incidences, and employment statistics. Out of all the requests received, about 42% were completely acted upon as of May 2019, with the DBM, DOE, DOF, DOH, and Department of Justice as the top 5 performing and most responsive FOI implementing agencies. Actions on the other requests are still underway. We have been very successful with the implementation of our Freedom of Information Program under the leadership of PCOO Secretary Martin Andanar. However, we wish to seek your support to help us carry through the FOI program to the Congress and ultimately turn it and institutionalize it through a law. Ngayon po, ang EFOI program ng gobyerno ay base po sa Executive Order ng Presidente. Executive Order number 2, pangalawa po na yung inisyo nung siya'y naging presidente. However, we would like to institutionalize that para po maging open po and transparent ang ating government regardless of the administration that we have. So sana po ang Kongreso at lahat po tayo ay magkaisa at sana po magkaroon po tayo ng batas on the freedom of information. Now, leveraging on digital technology, we have sustained transparency of government plans and budgets through the enhancement of the transparency seal standards for national government agencies and the continued implementation of the full disclosure policies for local government units. We have also institutionalized online access to key government services through the National Government Portal or the www.gov.ph with 158 linked services that facilitate speedy government service like the issuance of birth certificates and online tax payments. This has lessened human interaction, thereby reducing opportunities for red tape and corruption. When it comes to facilitating government response, we also have the 8888 hotline, which is accepting complaints on government services from our citizens 24/7. Hotline 8888 recorded about 144,057 legitimate complaints that were issued tickets and referred to concerned agencies for appropriate action. Question: hanggang dito po ba ay ang 8888 ay gumagana? Yes po. However, our request po is that, as mentioned by the President, the complaints or the reports through the 8888 hotline must be legitimate. Minsan po, nakaka-receive po ng complaint na nag-away ang mag-asawa, nagkaroon po ng misunderstanding, minsan po sa love life, minsan po kung mga petty things, yun po, doon po tayo nahihirapan because nakaklag po yung ating 888 hotline. So again, we emphasize that we should use this hotline for legitimate issues and concerns para po mas mabilis ang tugon ng ating gobyerno. Earlier in the morning, before we have started, you have seen some clips on the Dev Live or Development Live, which is a new and game-changing mobile application that has been recently launched by the DILG. This allows any citizen to get information, provide feedback, and/or anonymously report the actual progress or status of government projects all over the country. With the advent of a user-friendly mobile application featuring a citizen satisfaction, indicators, GPS tracking, and real-time data analytics. Through this app, any citizen can become government's partner in monitoring and flagging irregularities in public projects, especially those that are not moving, delayed, or worse, non-existent or what we call ghosts. On another front, our participatory governance initiatives are also making waves at the international level. Based on the last open budget survey released in January 2018, the Philippines was recognized as #1 in Asia for budget transparency. While the 2019 open budget survey round is still ongoing, we are confident that we will surpass our current open budget index score and hope that it will also lead to another increase in our global rank. Likewise, we can also be proud in claiming that the Philippines is the only country in the world where citizens are part of the auditing team. This is being done through the Citizen Participatory Audit or CPA program of the Commission on Audit. Because of all these efforts, the Philippines is recognized as a global leader in open government space and contributes to shaping international good governance standards. Our experience is frequently being shared and cited in various well-known global and regional platforms, such as the Open Government Partnership or OGP, the Government Initiative on Fiscal Transparency or GIFT, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN, and the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation or APEC, among others. However, despite all these trailblazing efforts, and as lamented by the President during his most recent State of the Nation address, our society remains to suffer from continuing culture of corruption in the public sector. Its pervasiveness hamper inclusive growth and our trajectory towards achieving the collective aspirations of our people. It prevents creation of more opportunities that can provide a stable and comfortable life enjoyed by all Filipinos. The plague of corruption persists, and we know the reason why. In fact, no less than the President himself has pointed it out. He said, "Sadly, the enemy is us." This collective problem emanates from ourselves as individuals, and so the solution should start and take root from within and amongst us. This is why our activity today is very important. We come from different social, political, and ethnic groups. We are of different gender, age groups, and religions, but we are all Filipinos. Bayan bago sarili. Dagyaw reminds us of our share as citizens in achieving the common vision of good quality of life, to actively work together in nation building, and to exercise our rights and roles as responsible Filipinos, whether as public servants or private citizens. To come together as one nation and one society is what the President asks of us. Sana po maitanim natin po yun hindi lamang sa ating utak kung hindi sa ating mga puso. Maraming salamat po at magandang umaga sa atin.
Maraming salamat, DBM Yusek Janet Abuel, emphasizing on putting the people first, feeling the pulse, and providing the government response. Before we move on, we would also like to acknowledge the presence of